Hello, everybody. What's up, guys? AW here. Am I unmuted? Okay, I'm unmuted. What's up, guys? I hope you're all good. All right. This is what a hectic day today, huh? Whatever. Anybody in the chat so far? Nobody yet. Hope picks up. It's a little early. You know, since they talked about Nintendo and the Universal, I'm actually gonna put that here. Get the people actually. Okay, I'm actually gonna do that. Don't expect this to be as big as the past 2 days because this is not really a live. I mean, it is going to be live during the Amazon this stream, but this is not really. This is a. I guess you could say this is a recap of Universal slash Amazon and Amazon. So Amazon doesn't start for an hour. MGM, be more exact. Okay. But this is for so we're gonna just recap Universal, and then as we're on for the Amazon live stream about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, we'll talk about that. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're gonna finish this. I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole live stream during the presentation from Amazon CinemaCon because it'll be like 1 a.m. and I really want to go to sleep, even though I have nothing planned tomorrow. I do have something planned. I mean, I'm not going out anywhere, but I do have something planned tomorrow. I have the Disney presentation, not Paramount. Disney. Paramount's a little early for me, so I don't know. When is Paramount's tomorrow? I know what Disney's is. Disney's 2:30 Western time. Let me see what the third. Paramount's 10 a.m. Okay, 10 a.m. to be exact. F slur. Oh my god. You just had to go with the F slur. F slur. Blinded? Yeah, I'm telling him. I'm telling Blinded. I hope Blinded comes on. I hope he comes on Blinded. Oh, I will. All right. Who else is here? I'm gonna do this. All right. I'm also going to make sure to pin that. All right. If you want to come in, let me send. All right, Blind. If you want to come in, I uh, I sent you a link. I'm live right now. All right. Okay, I told him, Red. I told him. See what he says. Well, 11 people. All right. So yeah, let's talk Universal. Let's do the Universal recap, shall we? Shall we, losers? Let's talk Universal. I'm sorry. I call you losers as a joke. You're not really losers, or are you? I'm kidding. I'm just chilling. I have no idea what's going on. Well, to let you know, I'm just recapping Universal's CinemaCon, and I'm just gonna, as the stream's going on, Amazon about an hour is gonna have their CinemaCon presentation. So Universal, people got to see How I Train Your Dragon earlier today. The whole film, and raving reviews. Come out with raving reviews. Always. Everything I've seen from this CinemaCon, nothing negative. I don't see anything negative. Nothing negative from the trailers, featurettes, uh, 5 second, 5 minute videos. Nothing negative. Everything is so fucking positive. Nothing negative. Nothing negative. I've never seen anybody criticize anything on here. On here, nothing negative. It's really, really cringe. Oh yeah, Red. Me and Blind are gonna kick your ass, brother. All right. Nothing negative. There's nothing really negative from what I see. Whatever. All the paid shills. All right. So Universal, yeah. So earlier today, they did a special presentation for How I Train Your Dragon. No, no, no. Not just a presentation. The people there, they actually show the fucking movie there. The live action How I Train Your Dragon movie. The people that attended it got to see the actual movie. Okay, they actually got to see the movie, which most of the people now, the public gets to see June 11th. Not June 11th. No. June 13th. So release April 2nd if you're at CinemaCon, which is today. But for the rest of the people in the world, June 13th. June 13th, which is 2 months away. So the people at CinemaCon were lucky to see it. Lucky bastards. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. I honestly don't care about them seeing that. It's not like I really don't care about How I Train Your Dragon. I don't. Okay. No, you are. We're sideways. We're Red. We're sideways. Is he at a pit? Is he at a? Is he at a Diddy party? He's probably at a Diddy party, right? Sideways. M56. No, I know where 56K is. I do know where 56K is. I know where 56K is. Okay. Oh man. So yeah, How I Train Your Dragon. The people attended it got to see the film in person before everybody else. Before everybody else, everybody is publicly is going to see it in the world. Gets to see it in 2 months. Me, I personally don't care. I really don't care about How I Train Your Dragon. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm like, all right, all right. I'm back. All right. Red, 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 red. All right. So let's go. This after that. Let's talk cinema. Well, okay. Universal started the actual presentation off with Jurassic World Rebirth, and the director Gareth Edwards was there, along with along with two of the main stars of that film, Scarlett Johansson and and Mahershala Ali, the guy who's supposed to play Blade, but oh, I can't. Yeah, I'm at the Diddy party right now, live on stream. All right, Mahershala Ali, the guy who's supposed to be Blade, but the movie is never gonna happen. So they were on stage. They were talking about the movie Jurassic World Rebirth, how they want to go back to the horror aspect of Jurassic Park World, the franchise, like in the original films, right? They felt like the Jurassic movies got away from the horror aspect of the film and turned to more of a I want it's not yeah it turned more into humans more than the dinosaurs. It really has. Oh, come in blinded. I want you on my stream blinded. Red is on my dick like Daddy on Jay Z pause. You can't get enough of my emoji. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's true. That's true. No, there's gonna be a fight in my chat. There's gonna be a fight. Okay. Ah, ah. And Scarlett Johansson said it was a dream of hers to finally be in a Jurassic Park movie or Jurassic World movie. A dream of hers. And Gareth Edwards says it was a dream of him to finally direct a Jurassic Park movie. and they got to show. I think they got to. I think they showed the people there, the people that paid to be there, paid, not invited, paid to be there. Another trailer, perhaps, or maybe just some footage. I think it was a trailer. I don't know. I think it was a trailer. Okay. Then they went into fucking animation. Animation. After Jurassic World, they talk about animation. Okay. Fucking animation. About the bad guys too. All right. So went into animation with a new trailer for people to see for Bad Guys 2. A new trailer because there already was a trailer. I saw the trailer and I forget which movie where I saw the Bad Guys 2 trailer. It might have been Sonic 3. I think it was Sonic 3 I saw the trailer for the Bad Guys. Oh, I probably will talk Switch too. I'm gonna talk Switch too, for sure. Blind is going to tap out against me in the octagon. And then, yeah, How to Train. So they confirmed How to Train Your Dragon 2 is in the works. It's in the works. Okay. So we're getting a sequel to that. That's coming out on June 11th of 2027. All of a sudden now they get this movie called Him, produced by Jordan Peele and directed by Justin Tipping, with Marlon Wayans in it. All right. Okay. Nobody 2. They talk about Nobody 2, the Bob Odenkirk sequel to Nobody 1. That's coming. And yeah. Then we got a Wes Anderson's movie called The Phoenician Scheme. Follows the richest man in Europe who is constantly involved in assassination attempts. Has a very good cast. 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 Michael Cera, Benco de Toro, Benicio del Toro, Mia Therapeutin, Tom Hanks, Brian Cranston, Riz Ahmed, Jeffrey Wright, Scarlett Johansson, and Benedict Cumberbatch. That's the cast for Wes Anderson's Phoenician Scheme. And then we got a teaser for this another movie by Yorgos Lanthimos, Bugunia. I don't know. I don't know. Boguna or Bogunia. I don't know what how it's pronounced. It's and Emma Stone's in it, and she's a CEO who was kidnapped by conspiracy theorists, played by Jesse Plemons. Now, then after that, Jason Blum comes out. So yeah, Jason Blum runs Blumhouse, but Blumhouse does a lot of productions for other studios too, not just their own stuff. Um, and he comes out to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's sequel too. And there's the first teaser showed to the people at CinemaCon. All right, and this time the animatronics are out in the real world causing chaos. So the animatronics are free in the world. Sorry, I missed the teaser. Josh Hutcherson. Yeah, kill that teacher. And it comes out December 5th of this year. Oh yeah, you better prepare. You better prepare, blinded. And then they got a first teaser for Black Phone 2. Reveals that the film is set at winter camp with phone conversations now happening in a telephone box. Ethan Hawke character also skates across ice to kill in one scene. All right. Megan 2, they talk about Megan 2. Follows Megan 2. Megan, who's hired by the military to stop another android who's killing all her creators. Oh, man. Yeah, they use the military. Next, they talk about there's some of their bigger films that are for next week. Not next week, next month. Okay? All right? You better prepare against some blinded. Steven Spielberg's new UFO film is described as a return to form to his iconic sci-fi films with a major twist. Starring Emily Blunt, Wyatt Russell, Coleman Domingo, Colin Firth, Eve Hewson, and Josh O'Connor. This is scheduled to come out on June 12th of 2026 of next year. Next year, 2026, obviously. Now they're doing they close it out with Wicked for Good, which is the second part of the Wicked movie. Ariana Grande comes out with Cynthia Erivo comes out. They come on the stage, present Wicked for Good. And they talk about it. They show the first teaser of Wicked for Good at CinemaCon. All right. Also, where's the release dates for? Because they announced. Shit. They announced other stuff too. They announced Mario. Okay, let me go find that. Just like how blinded he just stop avoiding me. Oh man. All right, so where is it? Okay, so Super Mario, the sequel, will be released in April of next year, 2026. You're getting the sequel to Mario, so we're getting Super Mario 2 in April of 2026. Okay. Minions. Minions 3 will hit in July. Minions 3 will hit theaters, all right? So you get Minions 3 in July of, all right? And Shrek 5 will be released in Christmas of next year, 2026. You're talking about Shrek. I think, yeah. Wait a minute. No. Movie, not game, guys. Okay. I'm looking for that. And the Odyssey movie comes out next year. So 4 major Universal films come out next year. Minions, Shrek, Odyssey, Mario, and also the Spielberg movie is coming out next year. Okay. So major films. Yeah, Blinded, stop avoiding him. Get on stream. I'll talk Swish with ya. Okay. All right. That's I think that's pretty much it. The recap. I guess I'm excited for Mario, Odyssey, Spielberg, and I don't care about Minions. I really don't care about Wicked. I'm very excited for Jurassic World. Obviously, uh, obviously I'm excited for that film. You should. What? Okay. I hope to see some of the people that I've seen in the past few days. There's some newbies. All right, give me a second. All right, yeah, we're gonna talk. We're probably gonna talk Nintendo Switch until Amazon has their thing in 45 minutes. 45 minutes, I think. Yeah. Okay. Clark Gregg is 63 years old. Wow. Yeah. So Vlad will be coming in. You better prepared. You better be prepared. Wow. Okay. All right, blinded. Yeah, we're gonna talk Nintendo. Because I really got nothing else to talk about with Universal except Jurassic World. I mean, that's the only thing I'm looking for. That and Mario and Odyssey and the Spielberg movie. I don't care for the Minions. I don't care for Wicked. Sorry, Wicked stands, but Wicked's overrated. I don't know. It's the Barbie of 2024. Good movie, but not Oscar worthy. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'll be waiting. All right, all right. All right, blinded. Whenever you're ready, because I'm waiting for the Amazon thing, and that's in that's like in half an hour. I mean, I could talk about anything right now. I'm just waiting for blinded, red. I don't know. I don't know if I want you and blinded to go at each other. This is not. I don't want this stream to go off the rails. Okay. No, actually, I don't want any of my streams to go off the rails. I want to invite Sturgis on. You think I should invite Sturgis on someday? I'm kidding. I'm not inviting Sturgis. Oh my God, Blinder! You gonna take that? I think I just saw lightning. Uh oh. Yeah. Yeah. Blinded. Blinded. He's calling you out. He's calling you out. He's calling you out, man. I want to talk Switch 2 with Blinded. Also. Okay. Ah. Blinded. Man, stop calling. Oh my God. You just want to pick fights with everybody, Red, huh? That's your end game? That's what you want, Red? To pick fights with everybody? I seriously don't know where everybody is. All right, Black. Red just wants to fight everybody. He's a renegade, a rebel. That's what Red is. Um, I think you need to go after Red.
I need to go after Red.
He just called you a cocksucker.
No, he didn't. That's lies. I see Red saying I'm a pretty good guy, and he's a Diddy lover. That's all I see in the chat. I don't know what you're seeing, but I see something totally different.
Sure you do. Sure you do.
I'm serious. I'm serious. I mean, he's the one who's saying he would lose in a fight, and I mean,
Oh,
if it's him speaking his truth, then it must be true, right?
yeah.
So I have no clue what you're talking about, but
I'm gonna invite him in. Let's see if he comes in.
he's gonna come in here and he's gonna be saying unicorns and flowers and
Yeah.
ripperverse and I mean all the good stuff.
Yeah, he is the Whippoverse. He's
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
He stirs as his best friend,
Exactly.
and homeless Larry's best friend. What's up, Sideways? There we go. There we
What's up,
go.
sideways?
Yeah. Let's talk, Blinded. Let's talk, man. Yeah, man. Let's talk Nintendo Switch. Let's do that before Amazon starts. Like Amazon starts in half an hour anyway. So what's
Right.
good? We could talk Switch. Oh man. Oh man. It's gonna be 700 Canadian. Well, I think that's with the bundle.
Yeah,
700
for the
Canadian.
bundle.
But that's like 600 still, not with the bundle.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah. Damn. It's all the tariffs. It's the tariffs. That's the reason. Manufacturing, all that.
I don't
Um,
know if it's I mean, I think they're probably preparing for the tariffs, but I mean,
mhm.
apparently people are doing the conversion and it matches up, so I mean, I guess it is what it is. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like the price was a little bit shocking. I thought it would have been a little bit cheaper, but
It's like
maybe the
twice as
console,
it's almost as twice as much as the Switch.
well, it's about the same price as a PlayStation
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
The bundle in Canada is the same price as a PS5
Yeah.
physical.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. It's like the Switch, when I got the Switch, it was like 400? 400
Yeah.
maybe? It's like almost twice as much. That's crazy. It's like a 300, 200, 300 because of the bundles. Um, or non-bundles. It's still a lot. It's like a 200,
Yeah,
300
I
increase.
bought my Switch 2021. Well,
Yeah.
I bought the original Switch. That's because I didn't have a Switch until 2021. And then that same year they announced a Switch OLED, so I traded in my Switch, got a Switch OLED. That was half off. I am gonna keep my Switch. I'm not gonna trade it in.
I'm gonna
But
try. You know what? Like it's. I'm probably gonna go to the physical store to pre-order it because I could probably
mhm,
trade in some games I have, get at least some credit, and maybe get cheaper. Pay the rest off. Right.
right.
Right. Um. You ever?
I
You
don't
actually
really
haven't
want to
been.
give up anything from my Switch
I know.
collection because I have a ton of Switch games.
I know, but
So
that's true. It's just that I don't want to pay $700.
yeah, I don't want to pay $700, but I'll buy it.
But
It does come out the same month as my birthday, so I feel kind of obligated now to buy
let you
it,
all
even
know,
though before
guys.
I wasn't.
I'll let you all know. If you don't know when it comes out, the pre-orders is next week, the 9th
Yeah, next week
at
for
12.
certain stores.
Uh, I know in Canada and US, I think it's 12 Eastern.
Mhm.
Online, only online. But if you go to your local store, whenever your local store opens, that's when you can pre-order. So, for example, GameStop here opens at 10, maybe 9 or 10. You can pre-order it there at 9 or 10 o'clock. but online it opens at 12 Eastern. So I
Hmm.
know Red and Sideways live in the West Coast, right? Because they're 3 hours behind us. So 9 Western time for you guys, Pacific time. Let you all know. But yeah, it's ridiculous. And yeah, I mean, I understand with the Nintendo what they're offering. If you because Nintendo's offering you like first come first served service too, like you guarantee to get it. But there's also
Hmm.
prerequisites to get that, like 12 months of Nintendo Online and like 50 hours of what archive footage. What I don't know, 50 hours or something. Um,
Hmm.
right, and then yeah, you told me about this. I mean, I'm like,
Is it 50 hour? I didn't see the 50 hours. I just signed up and
yeah,
I got access to it. I mean, I have Switch Online, so it didn't, you know, I didn't even
the
notice. I didn't even realize.
the thing is, I canceled my Switch Online like a couple months ago for the
Right.
so I don't.
Yeah, me and my friends all share a Switch Online. We have the
you
family
know,
plan.
Nintendo's a terrible service because blinded. I can't get access to my email on the Nintendo account.
Mm,
I could go my Nintendo account. Like I'm having trouble logging in on the internet on my laptop and phone and Nintendo. No problem with the Switch because I can get my password email and username all fine. The problem is verification to email. The email I use for Nintendo, I don't use that email anymore. Right? I don't use that email
right,
anymore. So I called them, and it's just a bullshit thing. I call support because I want to change my email to the email I use now, right? And they do
right.
this. Oh, you need a reference number for a last purchase digitally. I'm like, oh my god, I've done this before. I've
Well,
done
you
this
could just go
before.
on your Switch and then look and see.
Yeah, I tried it, and apparently you couldn't. You couldn't switch. I looked.
You know, you can. You go on the if you go on the eShop and you go in your settings, you could see your previous digital purchases.
Oh,
I'll show you one time. I'll show you one time because it's like
okay,
it's hidden in the settings, but yeah, because I've made calls before to Nintendo and they asked me for that.
okay.
I'm not sure if I've ever told this story,
They
but
have a reference number.
yeah, they give you a, it's like I'll show you. I'll show you after stream or another time.
Okay.
But I remember one time that Nintendo, this was when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out. I think
Yeah.
I told this story. Um, I basically put 50 hours into the game and then got a refund from Nintendo
For what?
for Pokemon. I beat
Oh,
the game. I beat the game, told
now
them the
you're.
game was broken months later, and I got a
Oh,
refund.
let me get my Switch now. I can get my Switch.
For real, I'm not even joking. And the thing is, Nintendo says, "Oh, you can only get a refund once." By the way, you gotta keep this on the low, right? Because I'm sure people will abuse the fuck out of this. But I refunded GTA Trilogy on Switch. It was broken. I bought it the same day, refunded it the same day. They were like, "We can only give you a one-time refund or whatever," right?
Yeah.
And then my friend tells me, "Hey, you can get a refund for Pokemon, right?" And I'm like, "No, I already did a refund before. They told me I can't do a refund." By the way, the person who told me this was Quanzium. Okay. So he tells me, go, no, just go and call them, right? So I call them. I talked to this lady. She was nice on the phone. We were talking about games. And then she was like, okay, yeah, I'll refund you it because, yeah, the game is broken. They haven't patched the game. It's been months. And yeah, and then so she gave me my refund. The full amount, I got a refund. So if you want to play, or if you really want a refund from Nintendo, if you push them, they will give it to you. Unlike PlayStation, PlayStation, for whatever reason, they will not give you a refund. You could say,
Yes, yes. And if
you could say, oh,
so,
I
make sure you
never
don't.
download the
They
game, or I
yeah
download the game's broken. They're like, nope, as long as you download the game, we can't give you a refund.
yeah,
Like,
that's what
that's
they told me. The
crazy.
exact same thing. I forgot what game it was, but they let one time they actually let me off the hook. They actually did refund me for a game I actually
Oh,
accidentally
damn.
downloaded. One time, they said they wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, PlayStation is like the fact that uh
Yeah,
I mean, how am I supposed to know the game is broken, right? Like if I boot
yeah,
up the game, everybody's saying it's not broken. I play it and then my version is broken. I mean, like I feel like they should give you a refund, right? Like it should be like Steam. It should be like within a certain hour or playtime or whatever it is, they will give you the refund, right? Or if you could show evidence or proof, that's what it needs to be. Like I don't understand why these companies, it's like they take your money and then that's it. Even if the product is fucking garbage and shitty, they don't give a fuck. It's like, man,
yeah,
like they don't give a fuck because they know people just continue buying it, right? And that's the thing about the prices for this. It seems like every fucking uh I don't know, couple of years when a console gets revealed, like clockwork, people bitch and moan about the price. Listen, the price here in Canada, I had a feeling it was gonna be expensive, right? I'm thinking like, okay, the Switch OLED was like four something. So I'm thinking maybe this is gonna be like 500, 550, right? But it was 620. Okay, fine. 620,
mhm.
700 if you get the game. All right. Now, my only issue is we don't even know the price of Mario Kart in Canada. There was like people, so there's like a whole controversy that, I mean, like, it was wrong, but it's still, I mean, the correction would still be a controversy, right? So people reported that the Switch 2 Mario Kart World would be $80 digitally and
Yeah.
$90 physically US, which in my opinion, that would be
They
fucking insane.
it should be the same price digitally and physically. That's stupid.
Well, we'll get into that because I have a feeling there's a reason why, but so okay, so I saw that and I was like, that's crazy. That means like we'll be charged like what, $120 Canadian. So I was pretty like, oh shit, I don't think I would really buy games that often if there were $120. I mean, that's actually kind of a lot, right, for a
No,
game,
that's crazy. That's insane.
right? Yeah, so
That's
so no,
that's like a season pack. I mean, that's like
I mean, 120 used to be able to get you two games. Remember? $60. So like
yeah,
I'm like 120, that was a little bit ridiculous, but if it's not every single game, then okay, right? But every single game being 120, I think that's really crazy, right? So anyway, so it was not that. It was actually $80 US and $70 digitally, which I mean, again, we're only at $90 here, right? I think Tears of the Kingdom was a
I think
$90 game.
I think
I
all
think
video games
so.
are. I think
Or it
most
was
video games are
80.
nine. It was $90 plus tax was like $100.
Let me just check right now. What was Tears of the Kingdom? Yeah, the
Oh,
Switch 2 is backwards compatible.
yeah,
Certain games, hold on, I don't want to lose my tab here. Um, we'll get into that because I mean there was a lot of info there. I mean, like the thing
there
is,
is
like
a
the
lot.
direct was good. The direct was good. All the stuff that came afterward, it was like I'm like, well, that's why they didn't show the price, right? Um, okay, so Tears of the Kingdom was $80 Canadian.
Okay,
So
80.
if Mario Kart is 80, if Mario Kart is $80, I mean, I would assume it would be 89. I
Let me
would
see.
assume no, 89 set well $70, right? So Tears of the Kingdom USD $70. $80, that's $10. So I would assume it would be 89 is what Mario Kart World would be. But if you do the conversion, it's not 89. It's like 100 and something from 80 USD to Canadian. So
Yeah, Tears of
I don't
Kingdom
know.
was $90. Yeah, you're right. It still
No,
is.
no, it was 80. It was 80 Canadian.
Oh, it was 90 now.
77.
If you want a fresh new one, it's 90 now. Brand new one, it's
No way.
90.
No, it's not. No way. On
Games
Amazon, it's like cheaper.
okay, on GameStop it's 90.
No way. Let me see.
Yeah, it is. On GameStop, it is.
Why is it broken? The Canadian GameStop is broken. Okay, let me just go check. I don't know why it's not. Okay, let me just check. How much is this? Let me just see if I'm on the right site. Okay, yeah, I'm on the right
It's
site.
yeah.
Um, let me just check.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's one of the reasons why it's also more expensive. A lot of new features too. If you're gonna get new features and a lot of new upgraded specs, it's gonna be more expensive. That also plays into it. Can you
Oh
imagine
wait,
what the
what?
can you imagine
It what? How come I'm not seeing Tears of the Kingdom
what would the next
games? What?
PlayStation and Xbox be
It's
if
gonna be
Nintendo
expensive.
if Nintendo yeah, it could be like a laptop price soon, man. That's how
Oh
scary it
yeah,
is.
it was 90.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I'm scared that
fuck.
PlayStation and Microsoft are gonna end up their consoles are gonna end up close to like laptop prices. You know, from like 700 to like 1,000, maybe even no more, at some point in the future.
Yeah, Switch games were 80. What the fuck? Why did I feel like Switch games were like 70? I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, they're fucking 80 bucks. Tears of the Kingdom was 90. So
Yeah,
if Tears of the Kingdom is 90, holy fuck. So
it could be like $100 plus. Yeah, it could
it's
be.
gonna be 9.99.
Oh my god, 99.
There's no way. I mean, the thing is, if it's 90, 70, that's 20 bucks. So that means it's either 9.99,
Yeah,
right? Or it's 109. Like, oh man. I mean, oh man. So then Donkey Kong would be 90, right? Because I think Donkey Kong is 70 USD.
yeah, it'd be like $20 Canadian conversion.
I mean, there's no way they can have like all their new games be that price. I mean, I don't know, man. That's a little steep here. Holy shit. $90 for a game. I guess I don't know. Like I don't buy games that often. I kind of wait for a game. Or
I
if there's a game I really want, then I would buy a full
The thing
price.
is, when I went to Nintendo, I clicked on the Nintendo Plus bundle and I saw $700. But so I wanted to see. I also wanted to see if what the non bundle, how much that was, but I couldn't click
Yeah,
on
that
that
was
because
620.
620.
So you're getting a discount when you get the bundle
That's
because
not surprising.
the physical game is more,
Not
way
surprising.
more. Well,
It's
I
not.
didn't want the digital game. I wanted a physical
I
copy.
do too.
So that's why I mean I don't know. They're
Digital
holding
games
back the
take more.
price in Canada
Digital
because they
games.
know it's expensive.
Digital games take up more space, and Nintendo Switch was, but you kind of need space, even you get because
Yeah.
you.
I mean
I'm.
they're giving us 256, but that's still not enough. Like
Yes,
you're gonna
yeah.
want at
I
least
have an SD. I don't know. I think it's like 250
more than
something.
500. Yeah. Well, the SD card now, you need an express SD card.
What is
Yeah,
an
Switch
SD?
games are 80 bucks. I don't know why in my mind I felt like they were cheaper. Like, I guess because I see the PlayStation price at 89. And there's
Yeah,
some games now that are like $94 on PlayStation.
yeah.
But if Mario Kart is 80 American,
That's like that might be
this game
100.
is gonna have to be over $100
Yeah.
Canadian. It has to be. So this is gonna be kind of like we already have. You could buy a game for $100, like a special edition and stuff. But that was the only thing. It was like I was kind of surprised Nintendo would
Yeah,
be this like
special edition games. You know, the deluxe or whatever. They're like 120. or
Yeah,
something.
I thought the games I knew the games were gonna get an increase. Like I thought they would just be a PlayStation or an Xbox, but it going past PlayStation and Xbox is a little bit surprising.
This
I will
is
say that.
I mean, the thing is, this is dangerous because this is setting precedents for PlayStation and Microsoft in the
Well, they're
future.
gonna do it regardless. I've said this.
Yeah,
They've never rolled back prices once they announce it. They've never done that. So if this is the price, then this is the price. You know what I mean? You either buy it or you don't buy it.
I
That's
don't know.
always been my stance.
Microsoft and Xbox, they're 5 years in, and
Well,
I mean,
they're gonna two to three more years, we're gonna get new
one.
consoles. The
We're
price is
definitely getting
definitely gonna go
speculation.
up.
Speculation is definitely going to ramp up, probably at about 2026.
I mean, if the PlayStation 5 Pro was $900 here, the
Oh,
PlayStation 6 is 100% gonna be $1,000. Same thing with the next Xbox. If there's another Xbox, it's gonna be $1,000. 600 for
yeah.
Switch is not gonna look that like in like 4 years
I'm
time.
telling you,
The Switch 2 is gonna look like a bargain.
it's it's going to be like it's going to get to laptop prices, man. The computer prices.
Well, the graphic cards are already expensive, right? The
Oh
only
yeah,
thing is like inflation just needs to keep up with people's wages, right? And people's salaries. That's what really needs to happen. Like these prices wouldn't be so bad if people were earning a decent amount. I mean, it's still games. You're not, you know, you don't have to
that's
buy
what
them.
that's what I'm
That's what
trading in,
people
man.
like. People are complaining, but it's like you guys. First off, one there was a. This is why I hate go like I hate Twitter, man. I always say this, you know. I always gotta say this,
Yeah.
but there was one guy on Twitter that I saw who was like, you know, oh, Nintendo's not in a position to do this. And then in the same breath, he goes, if they were Rockstar, I could understand. So it's like, okay, you guys don't necessarily actually care about a price increase. You guys are just mad that Nintendo did it. You know, but if it was
Hmm.
Rockstar, like it seems like because that rumor was put out there, now people are kind of like they're just expecting GTA 6 to be more expensive, which I do believe GTA 6 is going to be more expensive. Okay, because there was a rumor that I've never seen before that the way that it was like the way the pricing model works for GTA 6 sounded like something they would actually do, right? So the
Yeah.
pricing model would be like this. It will be $70, right? But you'll only get this GTA 6 online for $70, right? And then they're going to add the campaign, which would be an extra 30 to $40. And that will be 100 and something dollars, right?
Hmm.
So I think that's going to happen. I think they're probably within June, they're going to announce GTA 6. You're going to see the price, you're going to see pre-orders, and it's going to be $100. I'll bet on it right now.
But
It's going to
that's
be $100, 100%.
and you know what? People are going to buy it anyway because it's GTA
People are going to
Six.
buy it anyway. Listen, if Mario Kart, which was one of the best-selling
Yeah.
games, is 80 US dollars, 80 and went over
Hey,
$70, GTA 6 is 100% going to be
this.
more than $80.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not listen. I just think the fact that it happened in the middle of a generation or like like halfway through is a little bit crazy. But what can I really do, right? I mean, there's tons of games I still haven't played. There's games that I do want to play. There's games that are technically cross-gen that are still coming out. Um, I'm not gonna complain too much. I'm really not. I'm not gonna complain too much because I mean, like I said, I don't buy games that often. I buy the games that I really want to play day one, and that's really it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Me too. Me too. Um, I'm gonna be
but
honest with you
yeah,
guys. I'm not a collector. Like if I finish a game, I'll have the game for a bit, but I'm not really a collector. If there's a game I want, and I'll be willing to trade in the game, even if it's one of the
right.
iconic games. I'm willing to do that Because if there's nothing else to do with that game, why keep it? Like,
Right. I kind of like collecting,
I don't know.
so that's why.
I understand from a collector's point of view. I'm just not like that. I'm not a obviously for PlayStation. I have a digital console. I can't really collect, right? Because
Right.
um, um,
Sorry, I had to cough. But yeah, I could understand that. I mean, if you want to play a game, you want a console, you want the newest thing. If
I
you're
for
not
the
using the old thing, then I mean, it only
I
makes sense,
traded
right?
I traded so much shit for the Switch too for the first Switch that I didn't
Right.
use, and I don't know how much I paid for the rest of it, but I didn't pay full price.
Right.
And I'm not doing that for if I'm not doing that for the Switch too. I'm on the trading games, get as much money as possible, and I think you have to put down. I think for consoles you have to put down $100 pre-order
Hmm.
deposit. I think for consoles, which I'm fine with, so because I have that, um, I technically I could pay the rest of it there if I wanted to, but
Hmm.
if I pay most of it, if I get most of it on credit and down payment, pre-order down payment, I'll be fine. Um,
Right.
I get like I guarantee most people have a better chance of getting a pre-order done in a store than online because if the threat of crashes, like
Right. I
and
mean,
especially
Nintendo did say that there's going to be enough, but I mean, you never really know. I don't really see why there wouldn't be
eh,
enough consoles. I mean, it's
GameStop.
launching in June too.
GameStop. The thing is, GameStop is gonna be the number one site everybody's gonna go to because it's like the pure video game site, right?
Hmm. I
You may
think it
get a
will
chance.
be sold out in June, but I think by time like Christmas starts, I don't think it's going to be sold out. I mean, that's why they're releasing it so soon.
Look, they don't have the excuse that the pandemic. I mean, PlayStation, and
No.
Microsoft had that excuse, production
Yeah, they
capacity.
don't they don't really have that excuse. And scalpers, I mean,
Yeah, that's what the
I really
bots.
can't. Yeah.
They set up those bots, and then you see them online. You sell them for twice as much as you pay them for. They in the
Yeah,
regular, but they're actually
that's just stupid. I mean, you might as well if you can't get one, just
you know
wait.
that's why because this is not with the regular Nintendo, the special Mega Nintendo and the Super NES that came out a few years ago. When they did that,
Hmm.
there's
Yeah, I
people trying to
remember,
buy
yeah.
two or three from like EB, or GameStop, whatever, same company,
Right.
right? But they have a mandate. You only get, EB is only allowed to sell one per customer because they're
Hmm.
onto people. They know people. They're onto scalpers,
Right.
right? They're onto scalpers live at the store. They're like, yeah, we can't give you more than one. Like,
I hate that there is scalpers though. It's so annoying. Like, first off, the people who buy it, especially if it's electronics, like you don't need to buy it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to give these people a business. Buy it from a retailer, buy it from Nintendo, right? Buy it, I
mhm.
mean, buy it from someone who's selling it at a decent price, but don't pay over what it's worth just to have it. Like, that's just stupid. You could pay the
Yeah,
asking price secondhand, right? Or cheaper, but if it's like two times double, that's that's
yeah.
stupid.
Off top Chancellor Spider-Man fans are not happy about the new Spider-Man trip being called Spider-Man.
I mean,
Friendly.
yeah, I did see people are like, "Oh, it's named after the worst Spider-Man run," and they're like, honestly, who really cares? I
It's
mean,
just an
it's just a fucking title. We
it's
don't
a
even
new
know what the movie is
it's just a
about.
new era for Thomas Spider-Man. That's all what it really means. It's like a new chapter.
Right.
Like that's all it is, right? The first three movies were basically one chapter as high school years. That's basically the chapter. And now he's in college or whatever, or like people don't know him. It's like a new arc in a way
Hmm.
for the character, a new beginning. That's what it is. Um, did you catch Daredevil?
Yes.
You think Muse is dead? you
I
don't.
don't think so. I still don't even think what's his name is dead.
Who?
Uh Foggy. I don't even believe he's dead, really.
You know, because he looks like Muse. He looks pretty like I don't know how you could fake that. He really did get. He got shot in the chest a couple times.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how he could come back from that. 'Cause
Yeah, I know. Well, here's the thing though. Muse in the comics has powers.
the thing is,
So
yeah,
I
that's
don't know,
true.
would they all of a sudden like introduce that idea, but I'm not sure, right? We'll have to see how that plays out. Because didn't they say he is gonna be in the second season?
Yeah, but
Unless
yeah,
it was like a fake out, I guess, but he does die. I mean, he does die
he
pretty
doesn't.
quickly.
He's not a. He doesn't have a long history in the comics. It's very short. His time in the comics is like it's like 5 minutes. Like he's not. He
Right.
doesn't. He's brief. He might just be instant mean about this anti-vigilante shit. That's the um, Fist is running.
Mhm.
So Amazon's about to start. Oh, why did it start so late, Amazon? Why so late?
Oh well, it's on the other side. That's why. So it's like 9 o'clock for them.
Yeah, but I know. I know.
Man, I fucking did this wrong.
I know.
Yeah, but on the games though, we didn't talk about the
I
games
oh
because the
Donkey.
direct. I mean, when you watch the direct, I was like, this was uh like again like probably one of their best directs. I mean,
Are you
Nintendo has been on a roll in my
are you gonna
opinion.
get
So
are you gonna get the camera? The Nintendo's good.
no. Well, they did confirm. I'm not sure if you saw this. You could use any camera.
I know, but they wouldn't have
You
their
could
own
use your
camera too.
phone. Oh
Like they
shoot, my
did.
phone's about to die.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Okay. Yeah. Why 9 o'clock? Um. Why 9 o'clock?
Actually, hold on. Give me a second. I'm not sure if I'll come back.
No, not 9 o'clock. So it's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock for you are. Blind will come back. Not. Actually, blind. Actually, sideways. 8:15 for you. See, red just goes away, huh? Like red just leaves. Red just ducks. What they new announced a new James Bond movie? Nope. I'm doing it next week, Red. We're gonna do it back to back next week, Tuesday. Uh okay. So Project Hail Mary, yeah, I know. But I don't think that's CinemaCon though. Oh, it's beginning now. Okay. But I don't think oh it is Amazon, okay. Okay. They start okay. They start 15 minutes earlier. Thank God. Yeah, they start 15. Oh no. They start no, they start 9 minutes ago. Whoops. Bong wonga. Oh, that's a good question, man. Whenever Finbar is available, probably Monday. Monday. Yeah. So yeah, they're showing Project Hail Mary. I actually. Oh yeah. I Sideways actually lost track of time a little bit. Um. Let's see. They announced me as James Bond. Oh yeah, I just hit 1,000 subs. I may. Well, no, no, no. Maybe Friday I'll do it. I'll do a wrestling stream Friday. Wrestling preview predictions red for Dynasty. Yeah. I may do that on Friday. Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. I just gotta. Man, I gotta talk with Blinded about not just Nintendo, about Superman. 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 I want to talk about Superman also. Head of my Prime Video and Amazon MGM Studio, Mike Hoffman takes the stage. So Blinded will be back. I gotta go to the bathroom. See? Red. I sent you an invite, by the way. If you really want to come on, and you know what? I want to do something. There we go. Look, man. Why are you a little concerned, buddy? Let's see if we can once I KO this guy. Okay. Um, who just came out? Who just came out? Head of theatrical distribution for Amazon Studios, Kevin Wilson, talking all things Project Hail Mary. Okay. All right. All right. Don't know much about Hail Mary anyway. But what I do know. All right. What now? CinemaCon are the only people besides Ryan Gosling moms to have seen any footage. CinemaCon are the only people besides Ryan Gosling's mom to have seen any footage from Project Hail Mary. Okay. I was reading that. Guys. If you want, you should see Blinded. He's been on a rampage against the Superman haters lately. He's been really going after Superman haters. We tried to put on TV once and it didn't fit. Ryan Gosling on why Project Hail Mary must seen in theater. All right. I want to look for his filmography, man. I want to look for the man's filmography. That's what I'm looking for. All right. All right. What else is there? Discussion film. Project Hail Mary will include friendship between Ryan Gosling's character and an E.T. type lovable alien named Rocky. Oh, they're gonna name an alien named Rocky. Rocky, you can do it, Rocky. You can do it. Oh, I also was using ChatGPT in Holy Man. What? What? Tell me what. Tell me what you found. 81. That's going up. Oh yeah. 72 people in X are watching. Nice. Chat baby. Chat GPT made some movie pitches. Oh, I want to try a movie pitch one day. Let me try a movie pitch. And chat made some movie pitches, and I chat to rewrite the MCU Phase 4. The Eclipse. ChatGPT said theme of Phase 4 is about rebuilding and new beginnings. Yeah, that's true. What's up? Nothing great from Universal, huh? I guess Jurassic. I mean, there's some cool stuff, but nothing great. I guess. I mean, I don't care for Wicked. Honestly, I really don't care for Wicked. Jurassic Park. I'm actually a Jurassic Park. What Conjuring? Jurassic World is looks cool. I'm just excited for some of the movies next year, like Mario Brothers 2. We're getting that. Honestly, in an Alien movie. But I don't care for Wicked Part 2, man. Uh, oh. Oh, excuse me. Uh, oh, Five Nights at Freddy, yeah. Whatever. Behind the scenes footage of Colleen Hoover's Verdi, Verdi, and footage of Michael B. Jordan's The Thomas Crown Affair are about to be shown. New Friday and the next phase of The Conjuring from Warner Brothers and New Line. Oh, I think they said for Conjuring, the main thing Conjuring is over with. Uh, the war. I think they said the war in part of the Conjuring universe is ending. That's what I think. I think that's what people have to understand. The main line, the main time, the mainline story of the Conjuring is ending with the Warrens, because they said that the fourth movie is their final case apparently, their final ghost hunt. A new teaser for Colin Hoover's Verdi. Uh, I wonder if I could change this background. Actually, I like the background. Put it back. Oh man, what happened to it? Phases. I don't know if it's decoration because that chin looks like Bruce Wayne's. I saw the picture. That looks like Bruce Wayne. It still looks like Bruce Wayne to me. It's just the chin structure. It looks like Bruce Wayne. Uh, Remember that two-part of Hush are continuing in years apart and year apart? Yeah, I do. You see, Dick Grayson was never in Batman Hush, was he? The first one. Was he that? Was he in that arc? I don't remember him being in that arc. Oh, okay. Anne Hathaway, Josh Hartnett, Dakota Johnson all star in an adaptation of Colin Hoover's Verdi. So Anne Hathaway, Josh Hartnett, Dakota Johnson. All right. In theaters May 15th, 2026. A year part of publishing schedule. Oh man, I'm so tired. God, I know. I understand why it's late now, but I understand why they're doing it 8 o'clock there. I mean, it is Vegas. I'm interested in Jordan Peele's next film called Him. 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 Okay, so Luca Guadagnino's film. Luca Guadagnino's film. He's doing a film for Amazon called After the Hunt. After the Hunt. Okay. So it was not Sergeant Walk. It was the Amazon film. Nightwing was in the Hush arc. Yeah, but I don't remember how big of. Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Now I remember. It's a weird sports horror film. Him? Oh, we need good sports films. When was the last time we had a good sports film? When was the last good sports film? Okay, that was, I don't know. When was the last good sports film? Like a really, really good sports film. Now CinemaCon is getting a exclusive sneak peek at After the Hunt. Dodgeball 2. But I mean, like, I don't know. I kind of want them. Pet peeve? No, no, not pet peeve, but not a pet peeve. This is not a pet peeve because it's something I like. It's not something I'm gonna. I want Disney. I know they did a revival of the Mighty Ducks, or the TV show that got canned and taken off the air. Remember that the Mighty Ducks TV show? They did for 2 seasons. They got canned and then taken off. They took it off, right? Disney Plus. I kind of want a Mighty Ducks, another Mighty Ducks film, another Mighty Ducks film. Uh, Rudy was a great sports film, but I kind of want a new Mighty Ducks film, and you can have it like new kids and characters, but like the old cast comes back. Like you have like Jonathan Jackson, Jonathan Jackson, Foggy, some of those characters. Keenan Thompson, you know, some people come back for that. I don't know. I feel like Disney should like I don't know do a revival of not revival but like a Mighty Ducks movie. Just do it. And I'd like to see a biopic. If I want to see a biopic of a sports movie, there's a lot you can do. A lot you can do. A biopic. Who has a good story for a biopic of sports? You could do like Michael Jordan, dude. Oh, really? Degrassi, nice. They need to do that. They need to make that uh, biopic movie or something like that. With who you could do? You could do, I guess, Michael Jordan. For baseball. Oh, you know what they should do for baseball? This is gonna. You know what they should do for baseball? A movie for baseball. Not a specific baseball player, but on a specific era of baseball. A movie they should do a movie based on a specific era of baseball. And you know what era that would be? The steroid era. Steroids. Based on steroids. That's what I would do. Julia Roberts is a teacher who must navigate the file of a scandal where Otto O'Leary's character is sexually assaulted by Andrew Garfield's character. Ugh, sounds boring. And also they should do more wrestling biopics. You know what would be a good wrestling biopic? You know what I want Netflix to do? The way back. You know what Netflix to do, Degrassi? I want Netflix to do a wrestling sitcom based on WCW versus NW versus WWE in the Monday Night Wars, the Monday Night Wars sitcom show, a show based on the Monday Night Wars. That's what I want. Michael B. Jordan, Michael J. Jordan. I would, because like I would be surprised if WWE and Netflix worked on other things together. Okay, not just like WWE. I mean, work on other things together. This partnership they have with Netflix. There's more to this. I want them to come up with a Netflix series based on the Monday Night Wars. Um, that's what I want. Footage from Chris Pratt's Mercy's up next. Let's do it. No. Nobody's gonna care about that. But the Nitro Wars, the WCW Wars, and NWO, man, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. What do you think, Degrassi? Netflix should do that. Netflix, and WWE should produce the fucking Hulk Hogan movie. The Hogan movie, brother. They should be thinking of doing the Hogan movie. And if Chris Hemsworth come back as Hogan. And the Hogan movie, down with the Derby film. The Hogan movie, guys, would be all his lies. Everything in that movie would be his lies. That's what I want from Netflix. That's what my Hogan movie would be. All his lies. Everything. Hey, DeGrasse.
Yeah, I that's absolute genius.
It would be genius.
Well, that's what I think. Just a biopic. It would kind of be like the Weird Al movie.
Oh, yeah.
In a sense. You know?
Yeah.
You want a demo derby film? Watch Randall Kleiser's 1984 flop Grandview USA. Probably on Tubi. Had C. Thomas Howell, Patrick Swayze, and Jamie Lee Curtis in it. I mentioned the movie today on Twitter. That's got a demo derby in it. I think it was a racing and demo cars and stuff.
Oh, Chris Pratt is there. Yay. I
Chris Pratt is the next Zachary Levi.
I bet you most of the actresses that went to this event, like, I bet you most deep down they don't want to be there. Like, because they know it's a nothing event.
It's not that it's a nothing event. It's just it's not the event that everybody makes it out to be.
And because they're not fans, because they're not really in the presence of fans. It's different.
It's not a fan con. Yeah, there are professional fans like John Campea there. I use the term professional lightly.
Here's the thing. It's in the industry. When you're a famous celebrity, whether you're a sports star, music star, actor, actress, whatever, when you're in a room or a presentation in front of journalists, whatever, press people, they may say they're fans, but it's a different kind of thing when compared to regular fans.
Let's say, what's it cost to get into a day at San Diego? A single day ticket at San Diego is probably like $200 or $300 at this point, right? If you're able to get on the list and get in and stuff.
That's San Diego. I mean, San Diego's a nice city, but if they lose CinemaCon, I don't know what their economy would be like a city, because they only have one major professional sports team because they lost their football team, which they should have never lost. Should have never lost their football team. Should never gone to LA. And let me tell you, people in LA, LA is not a good sports city. We only support two teams there.
But if the United States is going to be in the the business of
Yeah.
multi-front war again, San Diego's economy will be just fine.
I just know like the Chargers are not working in LA.
It's a
I'm
big
just saying
military city, is what I'm saying there, and
it is a military city. Yeah, I'm just saying because like from when I watch those talk shows like First Take when they talk about the Chargers in LA, why is there more fans from other teams that see the Chargers play at home? I mean, LA is a huge populated city. That should not happen. I'm sorry, that should not happen. And I mean, I watched hockey, right? Toronto was in LA and Anaheim, Los Angeles and Anaheim. A lot of Toronto fans there.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's not a good thing for a city that has like 15 to 20 million people. That's not good. It's they're only a
So they
Dodger
brought
in Lakertown.
so they brought no footage from the Odyssey, huh?
Nope. No.
That seems kind of weird.
Chris Pratt is like Amazon's poster boy, isn't he? Like
I don't know what he is. He. I see the stupid. He's pushing that stupid prayer app with Marky Mark, and
oh, Wahlberg too.
yeah, what is it? Hollow.
I don't know.
There's a
I'm not so-
there's a prayer app. I guess you pick your religion. I don't know how it works, but yeah, he's pushing that with those people. It's getting ready to rain and storm here pretty good.
I mean,
so
oh yeah, it was raining here like crazy and snowing here like crazy. That's strange though. I mean, Dallas Craig gets work and he's Trump's a huge Trump guy.
yeah,
John
but
Voight.
he doesn't. He's not. Dennis Quaid isn't doing
John
infomercials and shit for conservative grifts.
John Voight wasn't a major wasn't a major movie last year.
Well, John Voight was in Megalopolis,
Yes.
but the movie didn't move the needle. John
No.
Voight certainly didn't. Well, he did talk about a giant boner he had. Anyway, he yeah.
He's in this film called what is this film called Reagan? Who did fucking Reagan?
Oh, Dennis Quaid? Yeah, Reagan. It was called
Yeah.
Reagan.
Oh, Kevin Sorbo was it? Oh, this Reagan film was definitely. Oh, it sounds like a Daily Wire kind of studio film.
Yeah, but it's
Like Angel Studios.
yeah.
I can't believe I'm surprised. Like Angel Studios, man, they actually had a presentation. Isn't that
They make money, man.
Yeah, they do.
They make theaters money too.
But what kind of theaters are they in? Because I don't see them where I am. I don't see anything from Angel Studios. So, I mean,
they're in here. They're in every Regal and AMC theater.
I would.
They get every small town that has at least 4 churches in it, and a movie.
I'm not surprised there. I mean, I live in Toronto, so I wouldn't expect that. I mean, I expect churches, but it's not like.
Well, yeah. I don't know how it might not. Do they have distribution in Canada? I don't know.
That's a good question. I mean, I live in Toronto. Like Toronto is very multicultural, and small towns in the States are very Christian, right? So I'm not surprised. They show more of Angel Studios have more of their films shown in smaller towns, especially in the South, right? Like, Jurassic League info. You know what?
Brian Lynch is writing Jurassic League.
I like. We're going. Jurassic Park's going back to this horror. Jurassic World's going back to this horror like tendency. So like, since
Yeah,
when did
because the
the
Raptors look stupid scary.
But the first two movies were horror like, but Jurassic Park over the time, Jurassic World has become less horror like. It's become focused more on not really the dinosaurs, but I think more on the humans a lot more.
So I don't know if you're familiar with the work of Brian Lynch, but the writer of Jurassic League is Brian Lynch, and he's written Hop, Puss in Boots,
Mm.
Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem, Minions, The Secret Life of Pets, The Secret Life of Pets 2, and Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Sheep Detective. Yeah. No, Hugh Jackman's in the Sheep Detective movie.
Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman needs all the money he can get right now, which there's nothing wrong with that.
What do you mean it's all the money? Is his divorce?
Yeah,
I know he's divorced, but he didn't have a prenup.
he married her before he was still
Before it became really big.
cooking shrimp on the Barbie when, yeah, he was
Yeah.
nobody. And prenup would have, yeah, yeah.
Don't worry. I mean, he's getting a huge paycheck. He could make up for that. It's not like he's like one of the regular people where you have to worry, you know? Like, he's a millionaire. He'll be fine. I don't... Unless he wants to take everything from him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. From 1996 to 2023. Wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's just 30 years almost. Now, sneak peek of 3 bags full of Sheep Detective movie. Um, have you watched a show on Netflix called The Residents?
Say that again, Aaron. I'm sorry.
Have you watched a show on Netflix called The Residents?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I think it's a murder mystery that takes place in the White House. Uh,
Ah.
yeah. And Hugh Jackman's mentioned in it, but he's not in the film.
Mm. He was in Extras, wasn't he? In the Ricky Gervais show, HBO show Extras. I think he
think
was.
so. Bradley Cooper was the Righteous Gemstones
Yeah.
this last season.
Yep. He sure was.
I was watching. I'm like, wait, is that Bradley Cooper? I'm like, what's he doing in this? So,
Yeah, it was like the history of the gemstones,
yeah.
Civil War era.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good show. I don't want to say I'll miss it or anything because it's so long between seasons, and I don't miss TV shows anymore. Really, I don't
Chris
think.
Hemsworth.
You hear the thunder?
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
it.
I'm out. Oh yeah, I'm outside right now. So
Chris Hemsworth and Halle Berry and writer director Burt Layden are here for their film Crime 101.
and this is Universal still?
No, this is Amazon. Universal's over.
Oh, I thought so. I thought Universal would probably.
I didn't do it at Universal.
This is 14 movies. Amazon's got 14 movies going to theaters.
Yeah.
And you
I
know
guess
what's
'cause
great about Amazon is they don't have to have test screenings. They can just use the
but
Amazon Preview app.
by the way, Pedro Pascal will not be at CinemaCon if they do Fantastic Four Tuesday. Thursday, because I believe it's in England right now for the Avengers Doomsday. Not everybody's been cast in Avengers Doomsday from the live stream is in England right now. Well, Chris Hemsworth's not in England. Not everybody, because not everybody's been cast. They're not all going to be in England at one time. They're going to be only in England when it's their time to shoot. That's how movies usually work, right? DeGrasse is when it's their time to shoot, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess it really all depend on their schedule. Yeah, there's no reason for them to be there unless they're working. I mean,
I'm curious, Degrassi. When you're when you're filming a TV show or movie for like a few months, TV shows is longer. Do they have like do the studios rent out houses or like suites? I don't not suites, but like houses or like because I sure do not. They don't want to be in a fucking regular hotel room. For
Yeah, it just depends on where they're located. Like at a place like Trillis Studios, Trillis is like its own town. So
okay,
they like, let's say they use that town that they built.
because
Like
I know
Trillis
it's
has like it's literally a town. They have restaurants and shops,
uh,
and that's what's in the movie. And it'll they'll dress it to look like
'cause
wherever they need to dress it. But people do live and work in those places.
I know in sports when players get traded at deadline, they do not go into they do not find a house to go. They kind of live in a hotel room for because usually players that get traded at a deadline are usually free agents, right? They're usually free agents at the end of the year, so they're not going to commit themselves to buying a house or rent a house or rent a condo if they're going to play for that team for 2 months, right? They'll just stay in a
Yeah,
hotel room.
definitely. Yeah, extended stay type places,
Yeah,
but it just really depends,
yeah. I mean, then yeah,
And like with anything, um,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the weather radar.
I'm
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
mm,
And every filmmaker has a different. They want some filmmakers, some directors will want you. Some production managers. It depends on like who's calling those kind of shots. They may want you there. Depends if you. I mean, you're gonna have makeup and what other kind of preparations you need before you shoot. If they're gonna want
yeah.
you there a certain amount of time before your call. What did Shannon Doherty say about Alyssa Milano?
Oh yeah, their feud.
Yeah, she always had to be. She did whatever it ever took to be first on the call sheet. It didn't matter.
Oh yeah.
And you have that. You'll have that. Fevered egos.
Uh huh.
We were talking about that on Perp Stream. Actors that have pet peeves. Directors that have pet peeves. Stuff that you'll never want to do in front of an actor you're working with or a filmmaker you're working with.
Yeah.
And those stories are just the best because you really
And they
find
have
out
like really
people's.
weird, they have really weird pet peeves. Like 'cause pet peeves are usually very very weird. Like usually.
Yeah, they're definitely highly attuned to a
Yeah.
person's quirks and idiosyncrasies for sure. Um, what else does Amazon have?
I don't know.
This
Like
year?
they're not gonna announce
They don't
Spawn.
have a studio head right now.
Oh yeah, because he
They have
just
an
left.
interim. They have an. She did, yes. They have an interim studio head.
Intern. Huh.
Interim, interim.
Why did she leave?
I don't know. I haven't
Like
really read up on it much. I just knew that.
they just got James Bond and the studio head just leaves. Like
Say what now? They just
she just
what?
got they just got James Bond, the rights to James Bond 007.
Well, I'm
And
guessing
like
that's why she. I'm guessing that's why she's leaving.
but when that why I guess she's her swan song maybe from the studio. I got you this, I'm done. I don't know.
She didn't. She didn't get them that.
Like studio heads just don't leave, right? They just don't leave. There's usually a reason
No,
why.
they do. They do. Oh, there's always a reason. Yeah, but I mean, that sometimes that reason may be like I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah.
But they're not. You know.
But
Oh
when
yeah, Voltron. Voltron's wrapped.
Voltron, what was, Voltron He Master, yeah man. He Master of the Universe. It better be good.
The only question is if they start buying movie theaters because they can do that now.
I know
because they
Christmas
don't
is
they
great.
don't they don't they don't own any hotels. Amazon doesn't own any hotels, or at least not with the name MGM on them. They don't.
I thought MGM. I thought Amazon owns MGM hotels. I'm kidding.
No.
Oh man, has anybody watched that John Mulaney's night Netflix talk show now? Like, is it doing well? You may know.
I think it is for what it is. I think it's doing well. I haven't watched it. I hear it's a hoot. Probably should check it out. But if it's live, I should probably watch it.
It is live. It does go live on Wednesdays.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it not live.
Hey, actually, you know what? The good thing about Netflix, you don't have to watch it live. Unlike the talk shows on regular cable, like Kimmel. I mean, you can record them, but
Oh yeah,
PVR
that's
them.
what my wife does. She watches all three of the network talk shows.
I can't stand
And-
Fallon. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, me either.
he's the least
I like
funniest
Colbert
one.
because he's Colbert, but for me, Jimmy Kimmel's the most late night host. Like, I do like Seth Meyers because he's Seth Meyers, but
I would rather watch Conan over all of them.
I would rather watch Letterman over anyone.
Oh.
But that's just me. I love me some Letterman. He was on Letterman had a morning show before he was on late night. Before he was on after Carson, he had a show that was on. Was it after the Today Show or before the Today Show? Anyway, it was on super early, and my grandpa loved it. And so if my grandpa loved it, and my dad, if they were together in the morning, if I was there with them in the morning, they would be watching this Letterman show, and I became fascinated with him then. And then when he came on late night, it became a ritual.
You know what made late night Letterman? You know what made late night Letterman very famous? Like very, very famous when he got his own like late night show was the Jerry King Lawler Kaufman incident.
Oh yeah. That was a big one. But I mean,
it was a bit.
He was slow out of the gate, but he
didn't know that was
having
a bit.
Having Carson as a lead-in.
Yeah,
was I mean, pretty much made him an instant hit. So
he didn't know it was a bit though. That was
I don't know. I'm gonna guess that he did.
Because especially a lot of people watch that show probably thought it was real. Because a lot of people watch the show were not probably wrestling fans, especially Memphis wrestling at the time. Like that was the time when WWE was on the rise, right? Like what was that 84, 83, 85 around there? Yeah, like WWE's getting huge.
82, 83. What was I gonna say? Lost train of thought there. Letterman was kind of notorious for that kind of behavior, though.
Yeah.
For guests on that show. So.
And now you like because Fallon has wrestlers on his show all the time, right? And sometimes you do stuff like that. That's for a scale. You get like body slams through a table or something like that, but it's not as fun. I mean, like it's not as good. It's not as good. Is it? Like stuff like I mean when they see what I like when they have wrestlers on those talk shows. I like it when it's like promoting and they're in character, like with Hogan and Bischoff when they went on the Tonight Show with Leno. I like that when they're promoting whatever the pay per view was coming. I like that. Or Jay Leno when they got Jay Leno involved. I like that.
There's no one there's no late night host I despise more than Jay Leno.
Yeah, I understand. After what he did at Conan.
No, it was he did the same thing with Letterman.
Yeah.
A decade prior.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
HBO made a movie about it.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. And it's good. And James Corden got let go. Let's be honest. James Corden.
Yeah. That was a good show when who was Kilborn? Why was it Tom Snyder?
Kilborn is in. What's his name? What's the guy's name? Ferguson. Is Ferguson?
Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
Wasn't there somebody between
Kilborn
and
was
Ferguson?
started. Let me see. Yeah, that's a good question. What was the show called?
Kilborn started at
Yeah.
ESPN,
Yeah.
and then he went to Comedy Central, and then he went to CBS.
The Late Show, right? The Late Show was called.
Well, Letterman had There was the Tonight Show, and then Letterman
Yeah.
had Late Night with David Letterman, and then when he went to CBS, it became the Late Show with David Letterman, and then the 11:30 show after him was Tom Snyder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Snyder had a show on NBC after
Yeah.
Carson, called The Tomorrow Show, which was just Tom Snyder is a classic radio television journalist of that, like from that era, from like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, into the 2000s even. I think he was still on CBS. Great interviewer. Just I don't know, as a broadcasting person, I find him fascinating still to watch. His older, he's no longer with us, but he used to smoke on air. He would smoke on air. He'd be on TV at 11:30 at night,
If you do it now, you're
interviewing a politician or
a
movie star. Or
if you do that now, this network executives will probably tell you, they'll tell you something. They'll make sure not to smoke on air.
Oh yeah, it was a different time. I mean,
Yeah.
You're definitely going to have shows and movies where characters still do it.
Oh yeah, it was.
And if you have somebody like Andrew Dice Clay on your show, then he's definitely going to light up. You can't stop him.
No. But they can't. But the studio could threaten the Tonight Show, they could threaten whoever's hosting the show though. Now, for sure.
Yeah.
Back then, got away with it. Unless the ratings are good. I mean, if the ratings are good, there might be a little leeway.
Nobody's going to tell the Rizzler he can't smoke a blunt on Jimmy Fallon.
Well, Jimmy Fallon's afraid of the Whistler, because the Whistler will get him
I think
wrapped.
Jimmy Fallon's afraid of his own shadow.
Jimmy Fallon just seems like a big fake. Like him and Corden, Corden's a fake, right? Corden plays a nice guy on TV, but in reality, he's really an asshole.
Well,
I get that same vibe from Fallon.
I always thought Fallon was like I don't like Adam Sandler either, really. It's not that I dislike Adam Sandler. I just don't think he's funny.
Okay.
And I feel the same way about Jimmy Fallon. I just thought he was like a pale imitation of somebody I didn't like anyway.
Yeah.
Even in something like Almost Famous, where he's playing a character, I'm like, it's Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like it.
He tried to do movies, right? Like, maybe it was that baseball movie.
They were all remakes. That was a remake of a Colin Firth British soccer movie. And the Taxi movie with Queen Latifah, that was a remake of was it a Asian action movie or something? I don't remember. But anyway.
It was a cop movie where they had to track down like Brazilian models who were thieves. They had like Tom Brady's wife in it, or ex-wife.
Gisele Bündchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't even begin to tell you all of the movies that Jimmy Fallon made, but I know he made the Taxi one with Queen Latifah. I know he made the baseball movie with Drew Barrymore, and he was the manager in the band manager in Cameron Crowe's Almost Famous. Other than that, I got nothing.
I know he did the Weekend Updates with Tina Fey. Tina Fey was the standout of that.
Oh yeah. There's Colin Jost and Michael Che are the two of the greatest ever.
Yeah. But Michael.
And I go all the way.
I'll just call Scarlett Johansson's husband.
I call him Scar Jost.
Scar Jost.
Jesus Christ, man!
Oh.
Fucking dropsies tonight.
Michael Che is Colin Jost. They got involved in WWE at one point back in 2019.
Yeah.
And the storyline was this is fake, right? They're going up against Braun Strowman. he just he picked up Jones and just threw him on top of Michael Che.
Was a wrestler hosting SNL that week or something? Was Cena?
No, I don't know. You know what's great? The Rock. That time in the 2000s, The Rock hosted SNL, and they had all the other wrestlers like Triple H, Mick Foley, and Big Show. You remember
No,
that?
the best wrestling TV gig, wrestler hosting a TV show gig was when Hulk Hogan and Mr. T hosted
Oh no!
hosted Saturday Night Live.
Yes. Oh yes, they did host SNL. That's because was that them promoting Rocky 3 or WrestleMania? Uh,
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, New York. And you know the best Hogan. What a bet! You know what Hogan did to man? What he did to what's oh shit? What's the comedian's name? Richard Belcher.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Any
I
like
love the Bells, man. He was a great stand-up.
why would Hogan put him in a fucking headlock? Seriously. Like here's the thing. Here's the thing. I know they have wrestlers on the show and they tell them to do a move. You don't want to do a fucking move. Like these, they may. You don't want a wrestler to do a move on you, man. Especially a submission move. Like Hogan.
Oh yeah, no way. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like you don't watch the stupid radio hosts, like the third mic on radio shows. They'll have a UFC fighter in, and they're always like, "Can you put me in a hold?" And they do it, and they pass out or they have a stroke or
Yeah.
something. This shit's hilarious.
Because the UFC, permanent UFC hold is real, and UFC fighters have better stamina, have better endurance than the regular host, so they can last a little bit. They can last longer than a out-of-shape host can. You know, like right? Like they'll be out of breath quicker than the actual UFC fighter is actually in the hold, being in the hold by another UFC fighter. It's
Yeah, it was March 30th, 1985, season
yeah.
10 of Saturday Night Live.
Oh
The
yeah.
musical guest was the Commodores. They performed Night Shift and Animal Instinct.
Mick Foley would have
So
been a great host for Saturday at SNL. Oh
those years are deemed. Some people don't like those years of SNL, but I'm kind of partial to those years because a lot of the
so
stuff they did was pre-taped. They weren't doing a whole lot live.
oh
Um,
yeah. Marshall Ali is going to
but
star as an assassin dealing with loneliness in Bassem Tariq's new individually made action film, Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother. Wait, wasn't this supposed to be the duel to do Blade together?
yep.
Is this Amazon? Wait, is this Amazon? Because I'm not really paying attention. Oh, it is Amazon. Oh. This makes Marvel look bad, Degrassi. It really does. I
I mean, I think Marvel's looked bad for a while in my eyes. It's just me.
But this makes him look bad, really, really bad with the Blade stuff. Like Marshall Ali has to be frustrated. I mean, I don't know. Marshall Ali, nothing comes up, but he has to be pissed off. Really, at Marvel, he has to be angry. This is Jimmy
I
of
don't
Two.
know. When they attached him to Blade, I was just kind of like, what? Every
Yeah,
iteration of that story so far has basically been some version of Highlander, but with in the Marvel universe, but in vampires instead of an alien immortal. It's
Amy
vampire.
Pascal and David Heyman are now starting to work on the next James Bond movie. Pascal produces Spider-Man films. Heyman produced the Harry Potter films.
Yeah, she moved her deal. She took her deal where at Universal
Yeah. Oh, she
and
was Sony,
moved
wasn't
it
she?
to
Or
Amazon.
wasn't she Sony?
No, she was Sony, yes,
Okay.
and she's still the middleman between Tom Rothman and
Uh,
Kevin Feige for Spider-Man. Um, But when
Okay.
she left Sony, she took her first look deal. I think Universal was the
video.
first or second place.
A video from London's set of Masters of the Universe is now being shown.
I have no hope for that movie at all. None. Zero.
Yo,
Yep.
Jared Leto, man.
2019, her first look deal went. She went straight to Universal in 2019, and now she's taking that to Amazon. Pascal Pictures.
I'm seeing what upcoming Disney films they could possibly be shown tomorrow, between now and next year.
Yeah, but Disney, I don't put it past them to be like, and in 2032 we have.
They got Amateur, they got Thunderbolts, Lilo and Stitch. Oh, Amateur comes out very soon, so like they got Thunderbolts, Lilo and Stitch, Fantastic Four, Freaky Friday, The Roses. They got a lot of stuff in the next. I think they're gonna save some stuff for for Comic Con. Avatar. Then I think Avatar might be safe for Comic Con.
Oh no, they'll talk about Avatar tomorrow. I'm sure they'll have something about John Landau, and
Yeah, maybe.
they may, because
Mando.
we're getting close to stuff. I mean, they showed some of the toys at Toy Fair, and not to the public, but McFarlane has Fire and Ash stuff ready for buyers, for retail buyers.
Sneak peek of Masters of the Universe.
I expect Tron Ares, Toy Story 5, Frozen 3, Freakier Friday, live action Hercules, Avatar, probably a Lilo and Stitch push.
Yeah. What did Disney show? What did Tom Kama CinemaCon show last year for Disney?
Say that again, Aaron. I'm sorry.
I'm looking at what Disney CinemaCon did last year.
I can't remember.
Oh, they did do Deadpool Wolverine, but that was the only Marvel movie they had.
Oh wow, Jay Roach remade War of the Roses, or readapted the novel, The War of the Roses.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy! I'll watch that. Benedict Cumberbatch, Olivia Colman, Andy Samberg, Allison Janney, and Kudigatwa.
How do you?
Jamie
Hollywood
Dimitri,
Handle
Zoe
says.
Chow.
Hollywood Handle says the universe look master. Here, I never heard anything once. I never heard anything. One person, when these people at CinemaCon, I never heard them say anything negative about anything on X. Nothing negative. Nothing negative at all. I don't see anything negative. Like, come on. Right? Like you said, paid fans, right?
Ooh, yeah.
I see nothing negative.
Predator Badlands.
Predator Badlands.
Send Help. I doubt we get anything for Send Help. Yeah, they may hold off on stuff like because there's always next year at whatever they're going to call CinemaCon. Whether it stays CinemaCon or it's Cinema United or it's.
I never.
See, what I was going to say is when you go to a Reed PopCon or one of the any kind of, I know different sponsors have different companies now, Creation, Reed Pop, all that. You know, you're going to pay what $80-$100 a day to get in, maybe. Mm-hmm. Smaller shows, $50, $40. But to get into CinemaCon, you're literally talking thousands of dollars.
This is why you see a lot of empty seats.
And you have to be You have to belong to one of the organizations that the event is thrown by, or one of their sponsors, or one of the work for one of the industries that is on the trade show floor, or a journalist with credentials, or apparently anybody with a fucking YouTube channel
I have a YouTube channel.
or a website where they let other people write articles for them for free.
I have a YouTube channel. Technically, they would invite me if they know about me.
You still have to pay.
Ah.
There's
They the ones
nobody gets
invited
in
me.
for
Why? If they invited me, why do I have to pay? They're the ones invited me.
nobody gets in
I
for
know, but
free.
you see the problem there, Degrassi? If they invited you, why should the person be invited pay?
Yeah, but they don't really invite
No.
people.
Well, of
It's
course.
this year wasn't programmed until the very last minute. It was this year was weird.
Don't you live in the city sideways? You go to CinemaCon. Right there. Don't you live in Vegas? The counting cast are here. Ben Affleck, Dan Howell, John Bertho. Okay.
That's one I'm looking forward to.
I thought the counting was Warner Brothers. I guess I was
Was it
wrong.
the first one?
Okay. Maybe the first one was. You see, studios are stupid for doing that. If you're gonna, if you're gonna, they should. Like,
Yeah, Warner Brothers distributed it. It wasn't
Oh.
they picked it up.
Okay. All right. How long has it been since this presentation started? An hour? Yeah, it's been an hour.
I totally forgot there was an accountant comic book, a graphic novel, a GN. How am I supposed to know what a GN is? Only
It's
the
a-
comic books. I don't know what a GN is.
Mhm. So where do you think San Diego Comic Con will move to?
Los Angeles.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because the Los Angeles Comic Con is not that big. Or well known. It's like but Degrassi, the prices are expensive and that's one of the reasons of my move. But LA is gonna be more than San Diego. It's freaking LA. Like
Yeah, not necessarily. San Diego's made it hard for the convention. It's made it harder. It's almost like the city doesn't want them there anymore. They've
why? Look. That's the main tourist
It's-
attraction.
Is it though?
I don't know. I really don't know. I gotta know something from San Diego.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard they have Legoland, so I think that's cool. I think they have Legoland there. I don't know.
but the thing about LA is they have
Zoo?
Frankenstein. So if I have Frankensons, I don't need to go to a convention.
The San Diego Zoo is very famous, right?
Isn't there a SeaWorld in
Yeah.
San Diego?
Yeah, I think so. They should go to They should go to Nashville, where you are.
I know there's a big Walking Dead con in Nashville. We've
Uh,
had several over the years. They're just not great.
And the thing is, San Diego Comic Con, they're not really cons because the actors and actresses don't really take autographs or take pictures there. They don't.
Where Comic Con?
San Diego Comic Con, they really don't.
Sure they do. Sure they do.
They do. They do they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, if okay, so let's say in Hall H there's a huge panel for a Marvel movie,
Yeah.
right? Um, or even smaller hall, smaller movie. Definitely, they will have cast signings and stuff, and those are typically ones that how I want to get a photo with Mark Hamill. Well, okay, give Mark Hamill $500 and he'll take a picture with you. But if you're in a panel and then that panel, if you've got a pass for a panel or a ticket for a panel, because that's how they all work now. That usually, if there's a signing, a cast signing, or anybody involved is signing, you're not going to have to pay for those like it used to be.
Well,
I don't know how many two and a half decades of going to cons. I'd never paid for a picture or an autograph.
Yeah,
That whole phenomenon, that entire, I get it. I'm not bagging on it. Unless I'm at Frankensons. Frankensons, the people that do signings at Frankensons, if they still do that, they charge. I get it. It's not like it's new.
It's actually not. It's really not specifically the actor that charge. It's kind of like the account. It's kind of the agent and the manager because they need to get a percentage from that too. If you like a maximum 400 people and a photo.
Well, I understand. It used to be that though that was all included in the price. If I paid $90 for 3 days at Wizard World Chicago, or I paid what was it like Chicago Con when it was still the Chicago Comic Con, I would pay like $20 for the whole weekend, right? And it didn't matter who was there as long as you got in line. You didn't have to shell out for, unless they were selling something. You didn't have to give them any money to get them to sign something. Again, I'm not knocking it. It's just the culture now. It's how it works.
Yeah. Well,
everybody's got to get paid. I don't bag on it.
Yeah, but some of them charge too much, and most of them.
Mark Hamill is way. I get it.
If I see guys like Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. charging $200, $300 for an autograph, I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm sorry. No, it's kind of greedy. That's kind of greedy.
Yeah, but a lot of people that you would never suspect or that would think that they're worth what they're charging for an autograph. How much they charge? It's disgusting.
I understand why athletes would do it, because a lot of athletes, because they actresses. Well, athletes technically make more money but they don't make as much. Athletes don't only make money for a lot of their money for 10, 15 years, but actresses will keep making money, especially in their prime, for decades compared to athletes. Except certain athletes, like the superstars, will be fine. They'll have their sponsorships and stuff, right? But if you got regular fringe players, or just solid athletes like role players, they're not gonna. I can understand why they're doing the Comic Cons, stuff like that. You see, used to be a lot of Comic Cons used to be actresses. They're not in the limelight anymore, right? They're not in the limelight anymore. They're more of like nostalgic kind of.
That's still kind of.
It's changing though.
The show floors.
It is changing now.
Not really. I mean, if
it depends
only if they're there to promote a big movie. You're only going to get Robert Downey Jr. at a con.
Robert Downey Jr. is never going to do a con.
He's. I know I've seen the cast of Avengers movies signing at a con before.
Sure.
I guarantee you that.
How they not suffer carpal tunnel syndrome? I don't know.
Say what?
Carpal tunnel syndrome. Signing autographs all the time.
Yeah.
They usually go to the big cons, right? Like the big cons usually, not the smaller cons in small cities. They usually go for the bigger city cons. So usually like New York, LA, Chicago, maybe Nashville.
Because those are really the only ones that matter.
And
And it
and when
really
it, and it, it,
depends.
and Toronto too. Toronto for like a Fan Expo when they come up here. And speaking of that, Fan Expo in Toronto, we got finally they got our first announcement who's coming, and you know who it is, Degrassi? John Boyega.
Oh, he's gonna shit on Disney.
If Degrassi, if I got an autograph, I'm gonna ask him, are you gonna be in the Ray movie?
I was under the impression that this was a condition of her return, is that
Is this for Amazon?
they come back.
I don't know. Yeah. He did shit on them, right? He did shit on Lisa, yeah. I mean, he's been shitting on for 5 years. I mean, oh man, I just saw lightning in my place outside.
Didn't Fan Expo start in Canada? Isn't that a Canadian?
There's Fan Expos in the States too now.
No, I know, but they were a Canadian company.
Yeah. Yeah. Toronto's the biggest one. We have some in Calgary and Vancouver, but Toronto's the biggest one because it's Toronto, man. Like,
Yeah, they're the ones who bought all of the Wizard, bought
yeah.
out all of the Wizard World shows.
Is it all? Is that it for Amazon? They said they're just showing footage, the extensive trailer for Accountant. But that was 7 minutes ago.
I can't wait to watch that.
But the ones that go to the actors that actually go to New York Comic Con, they usually it's not them to promote stuff. Sometimes it's them to just there to on their own fruition, right? Like John Boyega's coming,
yeah.
right?
Say who?
Like John Boyega's coming to Toronto. He's not there to promote anything because he has nothing to promote. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh no, they don't. But again, what John Boyega isn't setting the box office on fire right now, is he? I'm not trying to be mean or talk shit about him. I like John Boyega. Yeah, but again, that's not a con where San Diego where a movie studio takes their entire cast to promote a movie.
I never see Scarlett Johansson on comms list like New York Comic Con. I never see her. She's never there, or like Ben Affleck, or like you usually see like Paul Bettany, sometimes Tom Hiddleston. The New York Comic Con.
I guess it all depends on scheduling, and
I think it also depends on the actor too, right? If the actor, some actors don't do well in front of people, right? Because of some anxiety.
Oh yeah, Scarlett Johansson's not good. She doesn't even have social media. She's not going to go to a con unless she's there to promote something.
Some of them have anxiety, right? And when you're in the front of a crowd of people like that, I can understand, right? Like, you have to feel comfortable.
I said I think most of them have anxiety.
Oh, I know.
Shit, who doesn't today?
Everybody has some form of anxiety. There was this wrestler, I think it was a female wrestler. Every time before she goes out to the ring, she pukes. Where she goes to the ring. I know it's a very common thing. There's a very common thing for performers that some of them do puke before they go out.
Yep.
It's very common.
Why am I hungry? Probably because I've been smoking all night. We had a great dinner. I don't know why I'm hungry again.
They're playing I Play Rocky. Oh, so I Play Rocky is moving forward at Amazon MGM. It follows a young Sylvester Stallone, a dramatic journey it took to get Rocky made. So is it a biography or a biopic?
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's a documentary, but here's the thing: this isn't all. Stallone and the Winklers have resolved their differences, and there's going to be multiple Rocky projects coming out of Amazon MGM.
How is this go with the Creed movies because Creed is Warner Brothers. Are they losing that? Because he was in the
No.
first. So
Again,
not.
just Warner Brothers was the theatrical
Oh, distributor.
distributor for MGM. Until recently, they were the the international theatrical distributor for James Bond movies, but that deal is dead, I think.
Oh, James Bond's coming to the Switch too. Didn't
What that game that is taking forever to come out?
I think so. Didn't
I've never been less interested in a new console than I am the Switch 2.
Creed 3 was Amazon MGM. Creed 4 withdrawn from majors and Michael B. Jordan as best friends again. No. No. But Netflix should really do my idea of an WCW Wars comedy show. Or it doesn't have to be comedy, it could be drama. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, New Line co-produced the first Creed with MGM, and Warner Brothers distributed it. I don't know about the other ones. I'm sure it was something like that until up until when Amazon bought MGM.
I just looking at Brie Larson on Instagram. I don't know how she's gonna film Avengers Doomsday. She has no hair. I mean, she has hair, it's glowing, but she's still bald.
There's the wig technology today. It doesn't matter if she has hair or not.
But it looks better natural. You know, it just looks better natural.
They'll CGI her hair if they have to.
Have you seen Marvel CGI? It's not exactly the best.
You know, I know it's their own fault though. They deserve all of the shit they get. They deserve. It's ridiculous. When they're shutting out other productions at other effects houses, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Again, New Line and Warner on Creed 2. I forgot there was even a Creed 3. Was there a Creed 3?
Yeah, with John Majors.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Line. Oh, no, Warner Brothers was the international on Creed 3. But yeah, their New Line is out. Looks like Ryan Coogler took their spot. Proximity took their spot.
You know what's weird? I can't believe Clark Gregg, who knows Coast, he's in his 60s.
Yeah.
I know he's mid-age, but I thought he was younger than 60. I thought he was like in his 45s, like 55s, but 63.
Yeah, I mean, he was when Avengers came out.
It's amazing how a lot of people, when the early days of MCU,
Everybody, like, the shit didn't start yesterday.
I know, because like Chris Hemsworth or Scarlett Johansson were like what 25 to like 30 when and Tom Hiddleston started out. Now they're in their 40s. Like, I think Scarlett just turned 40 this year, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's time flies, man. The older you
Yes,
grow, the faster it goes.
Here's the thing. I feel like the older you get, time does go faster.
It does. Because it's effectively like if you imagine approaching a singularity would be much like circling a drain. This is what time is.
The Chuds are upset about the title for Spider-Man. They're gonna be upset about anything Marvel does. They're not gonna like anything Marvel. That's what the Chuds are. And they might be over now, like, because
I really never thought I'd see an actor like Clark Gregg in superhero movies, but whatever.
Well, he wasn't really. I mean, I guess Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but he wasn't really. a superhero, right? Like per se, more of an
No, but he
agent.
was. I'm sorry, just as the kind of roles that he had inhabited before he played Coulson. I would have
Yeah,
never guessed him to play a lead agent of Shield in the Marvel
I never
universe or
pictured
whatever.
Colby Smulders to play Maria Hill after watching How I Met Your Mother.
Oh
That's
yeah, I mean
that,
they did take some swings with some
and
actors.
and they did, and you know what? They did nothing with her in Marvel.
Yeah, she did. I mean, they kind
Like,
of do nothing with her, and she's kind of a do nothing character in the comics. She's just
yeah,
kind of
but
there to,
they completely shafted her in the whole MCU into like decided to kill her off.
and because it's not there. In many ways, each of these movies, even the solo ones, they're still an ensemble. You're still part. You're still of a piece of these other things, and
Yeah,
um, somebody's got to go. It's just with 27 fucking characters in Doomsday. There's just
and it's still not going to be them. It's still
yeah.
going to
How
be
do you
more.
make room for all that?
Well, they did with
It's
Endgame. It worked. I mean, with how many characters do they have in Infinity War? With Endgame, it worked at the end, right? At the end, it worked, but
yeah,
we
but I'm
got
going
more
to assume
characters
that
this
all
time.
the reason these 27 were announced is because they all have a speaking role, and
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
yeah. I mean, Endgame would work at the end, right, for the final battle scene because it's a war, so it works in a war scene, right, against and with Thanos with that army, it works there at the end. But to get to war, all the other story parts in between, that's difficult to do with so many characters, right? Like,
I don't know these, but
look,
even Secret Wars, man. It's like they're all. It's just a lot of talking.
Lord of the Rings did. See, Lord of the Rings had like three different storylines going at once after the Fellowship, like in Two Towers and Return to King. They had like three different storylines, right? You had like the Gandalf storyline, you had Aragorn storyline right, and then you had Frodo storyline, but it worked because there wasn't a lot of people involved, right? It worked.
Yeah,
Like Infinity War worked because a lot of people were grouped together, right? A lot of people were on Wakanda together. You had Doctor Strange and Spider Man and Tony Stark and some of the Guardians together. You had Thor with some of the people together. It worked because there were a bunch of groups together. But if you're gonna have like one person here, one person there, one person there, one person in another place, and you're all over the place, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be a clusterfuck.
well, I mean
You
that's
have to
kind
kind
of
of
how those movies are. Everybody was kind of all over the place in their own little
yeah,
teams, and that's kind of how comics works. The three,
yeah,
the, I mean, Justice League comics were notorious for this, where they were broke. They were like three acts, and there were an A story, a B story, and a C story, and it would all come together over the course of the single issue or the arc, but
yeah.
they were broken down into teams.
I think it's over.
With 70 some odd characters in Infinity War and roughly the same in Endgame. Yeah, but they didn't all have speaking
It's the
parts, is
same
what I'm saying.
characters in
Still,
Endgames. It just being
27,
different.
27 people have speaking parts.
Oh,
Again, it's not unusual for 27 people
in,
to have speaking parts
in
in a film,
Endgame, most of it, in
but when
Endgame, most
when they're all of that caliber, they're not just going to be like, "Here's your table, sir," and then that's it, right? That's but
oh my god,
what do I know?
Minecraft is supposed to do a higher domestic opening than Sonic 3. Mm.
I don't know. I feel like it's
I,
going to be huge.
I wonder why. Is it because it's going to be 5 minutes of Superman? I don't know.
No, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
I heard it's.
I think a lot of people play Minecraft there, and
I think a lot of people are going to be pissed. I think those Minecraft people are going to be pissed when they see it.
about what?
Minecraft. I don't think they're going to like it. I mean, it's 52 critic score. I mean, it's going to get a better audience score.
Again, but like, what does a Minecraft fan expect from a Minecraft movie?
You know what I think, Degrassi? There should never been a Minecraft movie. That's what I suspect. Minecraft should have expected.
Well, we don't live in that kind of world
I
anymore.
know.
So let's just
Not every
let's,
game
let's,
is a movie, right?
Let's pretend like we're in the real world
Okay.
where they made a Minecraft movie, and there are tens, if not hundreds of millions of Minecraft fans, and they're all going to see the movie because it's a Minecraft movie. And whether, like, it's stupid. Yeah, it's a Minecraft movie. What did you want? Did you want Christopher Nolan's Minecraft? Is that what you wanted? Did you? Oh no! I don't.
Dolphin Nolan's Minecraft. We're making it Fallout.
They wanted Zack Snyder's Minecraft.
Oh, slow motion Minecraft.
All the shit just blows up and it's just pixels. Just a screen full of little pieces, little cubes, and pixels.
Degrassi. Hot take here, guys. Hot take here. 2 to 5 years. Are we gonna get a Fortnite movie?
Oh yeah. I mean, why isn't there a Fortnite movie already? Why aren't we on Fortnite 3?
Yeah,
it just seems kind of stupid to me that there isn't, because it's huge. But if they don't feel like they need to, then
for a Fortnite movie, because Fortnite adds a bunch of different characters from different franchises.
Yeah, they license. I believe it goes both ways with Fortnite. They seek out licenses and license. So they are the licensee and licensor often.
So they would have to ask Marvel if we could use some of your Marvel characters from DC. We could use some of yours, right? Right? For licensing, they're using their.
Oh yeah, DC Marvel. They may go to Marvel, or Marvel may go to them. It depends. It's kind of it's a two-way street.
I mean, Fortnite would do well on its own, but if they decide to do a movie and they come out and announcement and say, yeah, Disney let us use some of the Marvel characters, and Warner Brothers Discovery let us use some of Warner Brothers DC characters, that's going to make huge news. That's going to be big.
Oh no, there was already the DC Marvel thing that's happening late this year.
Oh yeah,
all of that came out of. So the biggest selling comic of 2023, whatever 2022 or 2023, I can't remember what year it was the Batman Fortnite comic, right?
Oh my god.
So there was going to be a DC versus Marvel Fortnite comic. That at some point, whether there was going to be a tie-in package of skins or whatever. However that works, I don't know. My nephews are obsessed with it.
Val Kilmer, Jim Carrey's playing tribute. What? No. I thought Val Kilmer's death was a lie. I thought he's still alive.
No, he's dead. He died.
Okay, I thought earlier this morning he was alive.
No, he.
Okay. Oh, okay.
He died yesterday.
Oh, I thought they were downplaying it, but he really did pass away.
Yeah, no, he died. He did.
Cancer, right? Because it's cancer?
I don't know. I know he has had a years-long battle with cancer, but I do not know.
It's throat cancer, wasn't it?
Huh? Yeah, he had throat cancer. And you know how you get throat cancer?
Smoking.
No.
You think? I know smoking. I know what you're saying. You think?
Well, I mean, you can. Yeah, definitely. You can definitely get it from smoking, but you can also get it from snacking the cat.
Oh.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, and I think you do.
Do you remember from that film? What's that film called? Where he works for the government, like making a computer machine or something. What's it called? He was young in the 80s.
Real Genius.
Real Genius, yeah.
Yeah, Real Genius is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh, you know what I watched the other day that was on TV? One of Robert Downey Jr.'s first ever acting roles in the Robert Downey Jr. field of going back to school. And
I often communicate with Real Genius director Martha Coolidge.
I'm just saying Robert Downey Jr. back in the 80s looks the same as today. Like
He had a baby face. And
I know,
don't
but
forget,
like
he was on Saturday Night Live for a season.
yes, yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was in Back to School, Weird Science, Johnny Be Good.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Homecoming. It was a sequel to the Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. movie in the 90s. You remember that movie?
I thought he was hilarious, and he was hilarious in Back to School.
Yeah, he was like
He was Rodney Danger. He was Keith Gordon, who played Rodney
Yeah.
Dangerfield's son. He was his roommate and friend.
it was kind of like
What
Yeah,
you look like you're the boat. You look like you're the poster child for birth control.
you know what?
That's what
You know how everybody was gonna doing that Avengers Doomsday thing has been cast in this. The grass you done, I've done. I was gonna do that for that character from Back to School. I forgot about it. I was gonna do Robert Downey Jr. from Back to School character
He
as
had a
one of
weird
those.
name, wasn't it? Like Zeke or it was. He had a weird dork name, a weird dork name.
I should have done that.
I could quote entire scenes and passages from that movie. And that's how many times I saw that movie in the theater, and when it came out on video, and I'm pretty sure I had it on Laserdisc. I have the soundtrack on vinyl because Danny Elfman did the soundtrack.
I miss
it's
the
got
80s, 90s comedy.
it's got two soundtracks on one record. It's the Pee-wee's Big Adventure soundtrack, but then it's got also Back to School.
Comedy just is not as good anymore in the movies, and they
No, I think it can be, but there've been some real good ones.
I think
But
they've all been
about young lesbians. The best comedies of the last 5 years have all been about young lesbians.
I think they're afraid. I think they're afraid because of PC culture. That's why with some of these now.
Oh yeah, we got to get over that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're not being. Is it insensitive? Sure, but it's comedy. Get over it. That's just kind of how I feel.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nobody busts anybody's balls in the most insensitive ways than their closest friends and family. Mm-hmm. This is the reality of being a human being, and we gotta laugh at this shit, and we have to be real and raw about it if we really want to laugh at it.
That's a point of comedy is to make us forget about the bad stuff.
Well, no, but generally the axiom "it's funny because it's true" is true.
Yeah,
that's why you laugh. You're like because something has been revealed to you in a way that is humorous, but also revelatory because it's showing you. It opens your eyes to a fact by using comedy.
It's just
like the best science fiction. The best science fiction should tell us more about how we live today.
Yeah.
Whether it's aspirational or it's a damning critique, it should still have. It should be a mirror in a sense. That's why they called the show Black Mirror.
Mm-hmm. Well, Degrassi, thank you for coming on. It's 1:00 where I am because of the presentation. I'm tired. I gotta go sleep.
yeah, it's good. I didn't realize how late it was, but before I go, just let me say,
a lot of people just don't like me, and that's fine. They don't have to. I'm not worried about it.
That's terrible. Yeah, that guy was getting a lot of heat yesterday. But I'll say this.
Yeah,
the Superman thing
you deserve it. He deserves every bit of it.
I'll say this with the Superman thing. It did not need to be 30 minutes long. But they're talking to most of the people in that room are theater owners or Yeah.
concessionaries, or I don't know what.
They wanted a
They're
trailer.
like, you can keep telling yourself that that's what that is. I'm like, okay, you pay, let's say, just relatively speaking, let's just make up some numbers, just arbitrarily make up some numbers. You go to San Diego Comic-Con and you go to Hall H, let's say you paid $100 to be there that day, and getting into Hall H didn't cost you anything extra. You just had to wait in another line to get another ticket to get into another thing. So let's just say $200 a day. San Diego Comic-Con costs you $200 a day. You're able to get on the day where they're doing Avengers Korvac Saga panel, where it's all it's 10 years from now, and it costs you $200 to get into this panel, and that's the only thing that you're there for. And then CinemaCon is CinemaCon, but it's done in the Cosm Dome now, and people lose their minds there now because of the technology that is used to exhibit filmed entertainment, and but that's going to cost you $2,000. That's what I'm saying right now. That's the difference between the con part of CinemaCon is kind of a con. It's not. It's a con in the traditional sense. It's a business trade show.
Yeah.
Now the studios do use it for public relations, and the influencer culture has absolutely ruined it, made me care less and less about it every year, and has led to me not going in the past. So,
and let's be honest, most of the people most of the movies that they announce that they talk about CinemaCon, most of the general people are not going to see anyway. But the big films they will.
I don't know. I mean, it's a convention.
Yeah, it's a convention
for movie theater owners, by movie theater owners. It's an exhibition for exhibitors.
To me,
it's where movie studios go to sell their movies to the people that are responsible for putting them in their theaters.
Yeah.
It's so much more than a 30-minute panel with a movie trailer or an extended featurette about the movie.
I guarantee you, whatever they show the footage for Superman, I bet you there's probably the same thing they can show in front of Minecraft.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. But there's a possibility that at the end of that 5 minutes, there is a trailer.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. It would be stupid. It'll be stupid not to have a trailer there.
Or just a flash of, like a sizzle reel, I guess, for lack of a better term, of just a flash of scenes from the movie that take you beyond what you see in the preview. The thing is,
it's going to get leaked, right? We know it's going to get leaked.
Well, that's why, but I still think they shouldn't release it online.
But somebody's going to leak it. I just know that.
No, yeah, I know. It's definitely going to leak.
Yeah. You can see it on YouTube and X.
I mean, if you look hard enough, I'm sure you can find it already.
Do you know how? Like, I know at theaters they tell you it's no phones, but when there's stuff like that, it's hard to police.
Oh, I mean, you've never been to a theater that has phone-friendly screenings?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever? I mean, where they have an auditorium blocked off for a big movie where. People can use their phones in this one. Don't buy tickets for this one if you don't want people to use their phones. Like I told you last night about how people bring food in.
Yeah.
From the pizza place and the bar across the street and stuff.
You could do is like that Seinfeld episode. You sneak in the camera in, and they film the whole film.
But I mean, we. Okay. I don't. I mean, there's still the people are still going to.
Yeah.
You're still going to be able to go see the movie that day and then that night go home and download a torrent of a cam rip.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. It's been that way since the 80s, since the advent of commercial home video, bootlegs. We would have bootlegs ready in 2 days. The movie would open on Friday, and by Monday, here they are on VHS.
Yeah. Thank you, Degrassi, once again. I'll be back tomorrow for Disney, guys. It's almost been 3 hours on this stream.